What's up, y'all? So let me get this out the way right quick before I get started. Because this comes out of nowhere from the energy that I'm pulling. Out of nowhere, someone might get some type of stomach bug or some type of alcohol poisoning or some type of food poisoning or something. You go somewhere and something doesn't sit right with you. Something ends up happening. You end up sick for a couple of days, a week or something, 3 days or a week or something, 3 days to a week or something like that. This comes out of nowhere. If this happens to you before you go to the doctor, I want you to try this first. I'm not a doctor, I'm a shade tree doctor. But before, a lot of people don't know about different type of diets that they're supposed to have when they're trying to pass a flu bug or when they are have different type of poisonings that they have eaten from or something like that. So if you find yourself like heavy diarrhea or heavy something from sickness and headaches or whatever, first thing I'm going to encourage you to do is make sure that you are drinking some type of drink with a lot of electrolytes. um Pedialyte has a lot of what is these things? Electrolytes. They got what is these things? Why am I so going? Why am I going crazy? They got Pedialyte popsicles that have electrolytes. A lot of these sports energy drinks have electrolytes. I want to start there first because fluids is very important, and water. Get you some type of charged water. You know, there's alkaline water and there's acid water, and there's alkaline waters with 9.5 pH balances and stuff like that. All right, let's get into what's going on. A bland diet is what you need. Recovering from a stomach bug requires gentle, bland diet. Focus on low fat, low fiber foods. The best first steps include eating plain boiled white rice, bananas, applesauce, and toast. Whenever I have a stomach bug, I like to do chicken and rice, chicken and white rice with no seasoning or whatever, just a bland diet or whatever. I like how your dog gets sick from parvo and you have to feed him chicken and rice to rebuild back up. Kind of the same thing with the human. Like I like plain chicken and rice or whatever whenever I'm trying to pass a stomach bug. The best first steps include eating plain boiled white rice, bananas, applesauce, and toast. Once you can tolerate simple starches, gradually reintroduce learned proteins like plainly cooked skinless chicken breast. Here are a few gentle recipes to help your digestive system recover. 1. Soothing chicken congee, rice porridge. Congee is universal recommended on Reddit for stomach bug recovery because it is highly digestible and it provides necessary hydration. Ingredients: 1 cup of white rice, 6 to 8 cups of water or low sodium chicken broth, 1 boneless, skinless chicken breast, and slice of fresh ginger. Instructions: combine all ingredients in a large pot, bring to a boil, then reduce the heat to low. Cover and let simmer for 1.5 to 2 hours, stirring occasionally until rice breaks down into creamy porridge. Remove the ginger before eating. This is a more healthier alternative because 1 to 2 hours, then you really gonna get what you need. But like I said, I be having to move, so I'm gonna just give me some chicken bones or some bone marrow and rice or something. Bone marrow is very important because the vitamin E heals inside quicker or whatever. I can't get. I'm in a hurry. I can't go too deep with what vitamin E does. But bone marrow. If you know anything about bone marrow, make you some bone marrow soup. Learn how to make comforting and simple chicken and rice casserole that is gentle on an upset stomach. 2. Ginger chicken rice bowl. Ginger is known for reducing nausea, while the broth helps restore lost fluids and electrolytes. Ingredient: 1 cup long grain white rice, 1 pound of boneless, skinless chicken breast, 1 teaspoon olive oil, grated ginger, and low sodium chicken broth. Instructions: heat the oil, in a pot and add the chicken and grated ginger. Slowly add chicken broth and white rice. Cook until rice is tender and chicken is fully cooked. You can also mix a little freshly squeezed lemon juice to give you a little zing. I would do that. Simple white rice and plain chicken. Here we go. When you want to keep it as simple as possible, this is what I do. Separating the protein from the carbohydrates can be easier on your gut. That's my flow. That's my type of time there. Ingredients: 1 cup of white rice, 2 cups of water, and 1 chicken breast. Instructions: boil the chicken breast in plain water until completely cooked. Then shred it with a fork. I wonder if you could use some of that, since you can't have salt, I wonder if you could use some of that dash. You know, y'all know I'm talking about that dash seasoning or something, alternative salt. Just if you got to have the seasoning. But when I'm under the weather, I go hard. I go for what the doctor calls for. I go what Father calls for. I just do what I need to do. And I hate when I get under the weather. Boil the chicken breast in plain water until completely cooked, then shred it with a fork separately. Boil 1 cup of white rice in 2 cups of water until liquids are absorbed. Eat small, plain portions. 4. Other soothing brands. According to Mayo Clinic Health System, if chicken and rice still feel too heavy, you can work your way up by using simple, plain options. Plain crackers and pretzels. Make sure they don't have no salt on them, because that salt could kind of elevate things and make you keep throwing up. Mashed potatoes or baked potatoes without heavy toppings like butter or sour cream. Maybe you could do an unsalted butter. Plain boiled noodles, applesauce, and bananas. Now let me get to the brat diet. What is the brat diet for, and what are the brat diet recipes? Because somebody finna catch a stomach bug. Bland diet: 25 of the best foods to eat when you have an upset stomach, according to nutritionists. Whether you got a stomach bug or a condition like irritable bowel system, or just drank too many mags last night, your first instinct is probably to load up on saltine crackers and ginger ale. Anyone else? I do that. After all, no one wants to eat the wrong thing and make an already angry stomach even angrier. When your stomach is upset, you want to make sure you're doing everything to mitigate the symptoms and feel better, says Dr. Valerie Goldberg. You want easy to digest food. It's best to avoid anything high in fiber or fat and to stick with simple carbohydrates and lean protein sources that the body can break down easily. Since stomach issues can signal more serious underlying health problems, seek medical attention ASAP, unless you want a high bill. If the stomach issues last longer than 3 days or so, I would say a week, says Goldberg. In the meantime, she says these gut-friendly whole foods can help ease your queasiness and minimize sprints to the bathroom. White rice, low in fiber, a high in simple carbohydrate. White rice is easy to digest, a major plus when your stomach is on fritz, says Goldberg. It's especially selling if you're nauseous. Eat up. Goldberg recommended pairing white rice with an easy to absorb simple protein like grilled chicken. I prefer boiled chicken. I got, when I get sick, I got pavo. I'm a pit bull. I got pavo. I want boiled chicken and rice. I don't want no grilled chicken. I'm a pit bull. I got pavo. like grilled chicken. If that feels too heavy, cook your rice in bone broth and add it protein and flavor, or add collagen powder to it. Bananas. With their soft and comforting texture, bananas are easy to absorb and digest. Plus, their soluble fibers helps well thickens up if you're suffering from diarrhea, says Goldberg. Just avoid them if you're feeling nauseous, and smell might make you feel worse if you're not typically a banana fan. Eat up. Goldberg recommends slowly nourishing on frozen bananas since the cooling effect, because the cooling effect could help with the inflammation. And because see, when things are hot and inflamed, they're puffed up, and then other things can't go. But see, if things are cooled down, things can pass by. Not, let me shut up. Let me let these people preach their sermon. Goldberg recommends slowly nourishing on frozen bananas since the cooling effect is soothing for your turn. Once you feel a little better, try DIY nice cream with frozen bananas, dates, and a dash of cinnamon. Kombucha. I love kombucha. No, I don't. As much as you might love sipping on ginger ale, you might be feeling under the weather. Kombucha is a better option with less sugar, says Goldberg. Many kombuchas taste somewhat similar to ginger ale and contains probiotics, which contribute to a healthy gut microbiome, and this helps reduce inflammation. That's what I'm saying. You can't heal nothing until you get the inflammation down, the swelling. Once you get the swelling down, the redness, the pus, once you get all of that down, then it's smooth sailing. But until then, the inflammation is swollen in your body, in your feet, in your stomach, in your gut, in your head. Sometimes I take direct ice to my feet, wherever swollen. That's what's right. I take direct ice to it, and then I take a Tylenol or something for inflammation. Everything that's about inflammation, I do it. I drink a lot of water. Anything that helps cook cold ice water. I put ice on my feet. I put ice water wherever. Anything to get the inflammation down. Drink up. Kombucha tends to come in funky flavors, so pick whichever you're mostly likely to sip on. Goldberg's favorite flavor help aids ginger lemon, which gives you a zing of your typical ginger ale. Greek yogurt. If you don't have dairy issues, but if you do have dairy issues, they have yogurt that's not made of dairy, that's made of coconut products and maybe almond. Let me let these people preach their damn sermon. If you don't have dairy issues, Greek yogurt can actually be super soothing for your stomach. Like kombucha yogurt contains probiotics, which can help support a healthy gut. Now, no wonder it's a go-to for people taking antibiotics. Eat up. Since simple plain foods settle best when you have an upset stomach, eat your Greek yogurt straight from the container without crazy add-ons, says Goldberg. You can get back on granola and nut butter top parfaits when you feel better. Applesauce. There's a reason hospitals often give applesauce to gastroenterological surgery patients, says Goldberg. Applesauce contains pectin, a thickening fiber found in apples, which works wonders if you have diarrhea. Plus, it's easy to get down when you don't feel like chewing much. Eat up if you don't have any issues with dairy. Goldberg recommends mixing some applesauce with plain Greek yogurt for a meal is easy to eat and provides protein. Peppermint tea. Get your mug ready according to Goldberg. We ain't finna do all 25 of these motherfuckers. Tea is super soothing when you have a stomach ache. Peppermint tea in particular has been shown to help with indigestion. Peppermint calms the stomach by reducing smooth muscle contractions and known for antimicrobial benefits, explains Janelle Connell, RDN, Senior Translational Science Nutritionist at Viome. Students have shown that peppermint is effective at killing bacteria known for foodborne illness. Peppermint can be consumed as a whole herb, but when you're feeling digestive upset, it's often most soothing to drink peppermint tea. Drink up if you're dealing with nausea. Try it ice, says Goldberg. Just drink it unsweetened, since many sweeteners, especially artificial ones, pull water into the colon and make you feel worse. Saltine crackers. The hell going on here? We on 1521. I'm trying to get 30. Saltine crackers. Clearly, Mom was onto something with her childhood stomach remedies. While saltines aren't exactly super nutritious, they contain virtually zero fiber, fat, and sugar, which makes them easy to digest and easy on a weak stomach, says Goldberg. Eat up. Pair saltines with soup that has some vegetables and protein like chicken, says Goldberg. Avoid any soups that rely on plant-based sources and protein like tempura beans, which are higher in fiber and may cause additional tummy aches. Sweet potatoes. Number 8. Another stomach carb sweet potato is rich, is easy to digest, and starch. The bonus is that they're highly in potassium, which is important for restoring electrolytes lost in diarrhea or vomiting, says Goldberg. Eat up! Peel sweet potatoes to remove extra fiber. Bake until soft or mash puree. Add a dash of cinnamon to drop of coconut oil for flavor. Ginger. Listen, let me see where the fuck I'm at. I'm on women's health. If y'all want more, I'm not finna do no 25. But somebody about to you get my drift. Somebody about to get about to get stomach flu. Let me see something. One more thing I want to add before I leave. Brat diet. You have to know about the Brat diet. Brat diet. BRAT. The Brat diet is a short-term eating plan consisting of bananas, rice, applesauce, and toast. It is designed to be bland and low fiber to help settle upset stomach and bind loose stools during bouts of diarrhea and vomiting. We done with this. It was 25. We was on 9. You think I was fixing here with that bullshit and keep up? Listen. Somebody about to come out with the stupid stomach bug. Look up Brat diet. Look up Pavo. I don't know. Do something. Leave me alone.